Anyway, we'll segue into the first pairing that we have, and that is between Travis Bazzana and Max Clark. Bazzana was the number one pick in the MLB amateur draft last summer. On MLB Pipeline, he's ranked the number 9 prospect in baseball. On the Upside Prospect, ranked number 21, while Max Clark is ranked 5th on Pipeline and 18th on the Upside Prospect. And I will transition it first to Ram. You'll lead us off. Who are you? Are you taking this prospect or that prospect in this group?
In this case, I'm gonna take Travis Bazzana, but this is a real tough one. I love this one a lot. Do you want me to get into it, or are we just gonna go back and
Yeah,
forth
go
for a
ahead.
while? Yeah,
Give
so
reasonings behind your
I
pick.
think so. I think in this case, right, and I really like this matchup because I think both of these guys have really good floors. There's a lot of guys like we might talk about some other prospects that they're going to be extremely boom or bust. I think the Max Clark floor, I think the Travis floor is a solid player no matter what. I see a really solid player in both of these guys. I think that for me, I'm going with Baz because generally I've watched his power go up in college. I've watched the exit velocity look pretty solid around the time he handles the glove fine. I know that there were some slight concerns about Clark being able to have to tweak his swing to get the ball in the air more. And this is a weird one because I don't always talk about it in a way because it can't be necessarily quantified. But Travis is definitely one of those guys I feel has got great intangibles. People have talked about it. Like if you hear the interviews, they say he's got amazing makeup, amazing work ethic. So if we've got 2 5 tool players and Baz has got a 6 tool, gives it a slight edge. It's definitely not an easy decision for me here because I think, again, both of these guys have really good floors. So they're definitely guys you want to target. But I think I'm going to edge it out to Travis on this one.
All right.
Yeah,
JT,
I
what do you
agree
got?
there. I agree. I picked Travis as well. I didn't go as in depth as you. Their profile, their archetype, they're pretty similar type of players. I just went with one simple thing: is Max Clark has a 48% ground ball rate, and I just don't mess with it. And then he's also got the 45 graded game power. The Bazzana's 55. So to me, that was easy. You got to get it off the ground. I'm not interested if you hit it on the ground. If I had Max Clark and I could trade him for Bazzana, I would.
Yeah, well, JT, you've mentioned that many times on the show now. You are not giving guys grace when it comes to that ground ball rate. Very few guys are able to overcome that as a major player in the big league. So, appreciate you always kind of educating us on that and letting our viewers know what it's.
I don't know if it's education or I'm just stubborn.
No, but I'm with him on that. I am absolutely with him on that because it's the same thing. He's pulling a lot of ground balls. And then at best, if you can't tap into that power in game, are you going to be just a line drive guy? All right, 40 doubles a year is outstanding, but we'd rather 25 home runs. And I feel like Travis has been able to tap into the power more. The ground ball rate's better there. There's concerns about Clark being able to just hitting the ball into the ground too much. And I'm kind of with him on this one. It doesn't always look too sharp. And this is a guy who, remember, I don't know if the Tigers want to run it back, but they took Clark over Wyatt Langford and Walker Jenkins in the same draft.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, and then from a fantasy perspective, I like both of these guys' bats, but it's hard to beat a second baseman with a good bat. Usually not as deep as a position as outfield. So I think that's where I would go as well. Just giving a shout out to our viewers. Clay says, "What's up, fellas? Thank you for watching, Clay." Joe mentioned hello there, so I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the channel, like the video. That way it helps the algorithm to promote it to other viewers that may not be aware of our Best Damn Sports channel.